to take place in the next 7.
And good morning and welcome to the WSJM Morning Show video live stream edition for October 10th, 2025. It's 7 o'clock in the morning.
On Friday.
On Friday. It's Friday.
Right.
Friday.
Made it.
Thank goodness. I'm Ken Lundberg. Mike Weibel is here. And 3i Atlas is still out there.
Spinning around.
Out there.
Right.
That thing is going so fast.
What if it's not aliens? What if it's really just Santa getting an early start for
Santa? Or yeah, maybe Santa is just cruising around the universe. You know, and this is his route.
High tech sleigh. Looks like a meteor.
That's a movie. You're just coming up with a movie idea. Every day of the year, and somewhere it's Christmas.
Right.
Somewhere it's Christmas, and so Interstellar Santa is making the deliveries.
Maybe he franchised. And so it's not just Christmas in the Earth anymore. It's the solar system.
There's a Santa for every galaxy.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So you loaded up the
copyright,
elves,
trademark.
Loaded up the elves on a New Jersey-sized meteor.
Yeah, and that's what. Yeah, everyone was looking for Santa's workshop,
right?
And so we had to move it to outer space.
Exactly.
Oh man, this is good.
It is.
This is really good. This is better than like Clowns from Mars or whatever.
Copyrighted it.
It's the WSJM Morning Show. The interstellar comet 3i Atlas has apparently begun blasting water like a fire hose.
What?
I don't know. It says I've got this article from livescience.com. It says the interstellar comet 3i Atlas began blasting water like a fire hose before it was anywhere near the sun, according to a recent study. Researchers observed the comet scattering water unusually early in a discovery that sheds light on how the building blocks of life are distributed across other planetary systems. Yeah, they say initial James Webb Space Telescope observations, that makes it sound official,
it does,
have suggested that 3i Atlas has a high carbon dioxide to water ratio. And in the new study published just on September 30th, the Astrophysical Journal Letters, researchers explored water activity on the comet and provided the first clear evidence that it was shedding water while still remarkably far from the sun. That's incredible. It says when we detect water, or even its faint ultraviolet echo from an interstellar comet, we're reading a note from another planetary system. That's what study co-author Dennis Bodowitz has said. He's a professor of physics at Auburn University in Alabama. He says it tells us that the ingredients for life's chemistry are not unique to our own. How crazy is that? Water.
Or it's like a big Martian RV. And at some point they have to empty the toilets.
Who's the character on Christmas Vacation? Uncle Eddie?
Yeah.
Uncle Eddie.
In a bathrobe, just
it's full.
Right. Time to dump it.
Time to dump it down the sewer.
And then there's all these people like scientists. They're like, oh my gosh, it's spraying water like a fire hose. And all they're doing is burr. Alien urine.
Galaxy waste. Since its discovery in July, scientists have been using various telescopes to learn all they can about 3i Atlas. Their findings so far indicate the comet is zooming through our solar system at speeds in excess of 130,000 miles per hour in an unusually flat and straight trajectory. I think that's why everyone's curious about this, is because we're on a plane.
Yeah.
Just like, is it Pearl Jam? I'm on a plane. Oh, no, that's Nirvana.
Yeah, Nirvana.
Yeah, oh, boy. Oh, boy. I'm on a plane. We're on a plane, and it's on our plane. It came in from somewhere, who knows where. It's on our plane. All right. More goofy stuff coming up in just a moment. It's the WSJM Morning Show. We'll have local news coming up in just a moment.
Out cards, rent is due. We just need some extra cash to help us get by.
Maybe we should go to 27cash.com.
With our bad credit,
27cash.com is one of the largest personal loan networks. They can help people with any type of credit get up to $5,000, and cash can hit our bank account as soon as tomorrow.
When you need extra cash, go to 27cash.com. That's 27cash.com. 27cash.com.
WSJM News now. Team coverage from the WSJM newsroom on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
And good morning and welcome to the WSJM Morning Show. I'm Ken Lundberg. Mike Weibel is here with me. Good morning to all of you on the video live stream. We appreciate you. If you want to watch what's happening and hear some interesting chitter chatter, unfiltered, you can tune into the video live stream. We have it right now on YouTube, on Facebook, and on our WSJM Smart app. And in fact, Mike just came up with an idea for a movie. Interstellar Santa.
Yes.
Is that the working title or is that the final?
No, it's working title.
Working title,
right.
Interstellar Santa. If you want to know what we're talking about, just tune into the video live stream. All right, it's 7:05. We've got sports coming up in just a moment from Dave Wolf. Let's get weather forecast. A frost advisory is in effect in the coldest areas of our region until 9 o'clock this morning.
Not us, though.
Not us, because we're protected by the warmth of the lake. The warmth of the lake. Today's forecast does call for partly sunny skies, a 30% chance of showers late in the day, a high around 67 degrees, winds out of the south, 5 to 10 miles per hour, gusting to 20. Wind sound effect, please. Okay. Tonight, mostly cloudy, a 30% chance of showers. Showers. Can you do rain? Pitter patter, pitter patter. Hey, that's very good. Low around 48 degrees, southwest winds 5 miles per hour. And then Saturday and Sunday, let's see, we're going to have sunny skies, but on Saturday there is a 20% chance of showers and a high around 65 degrees.
I was trying to think of a sound effect for sunny skies.
Sunny skies.
I was just like, oh.
Yeah. And then Sunday, mostly sunny. Monday, mostly sunny. Tuesday, partly sunny. And highs each day are probably going to be in the upper 60s, lower 70s.
Beautiful.
Okay? Yeah, it's going to be nice. It's going to be too many leaves on the golf course, though. Do you find that you probably don't because you hit in the middle of the fairway?
The idea, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, where the rest of us hit, the leaves have fallen, and it's hard to find your golf ball, especially if it's hiding under there.
It is.
Yeah. So.
And if there's a time of the year when the cottonwoods are dumping their seeds.
Yeah.
So you're hitting a white golf ball when there's cottonwood seeds everywhere. That's very annoying. So it's great to hit like a yellow golf ball or something like that because it sticks out. Oh. But now if you hit a yellow golf ball into the leaves, forget it.
Yeah, very much. It's gone. It's gone. Orange. Should we go to orange?
You could.
Or we could go to plaid.
Yeah, they've got those graffiti ones. They have graffiti
really?
ones. Yeah.
Oh, I usually just graffiti mine with a Sharpie.
And then there's pink ones. They have pink.
Oh yeah, those are bright. Those are bright.
We call those balls of shame.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Why?
When you find them and you have to hit a pink golf ball until you get a par, and then you go back to a normal golf.
So it's a golf thing. Okay. All right. 7:07 a.m. It's the WSJM Morning Show. We will talk more about graffiti on golf balls coming up. As well as how to harvest walnuts. We've got that on the video live stream coming up. Tigers, it's do or die again.
Yep.
We're at the brink, and it's all tied up. 2 games apiece for the Tigers and the Mariners for the ALDS. Game 5 is tonight, 8:08 p.m. And you can hear it all the game, starting from the first pitch. We're moving it over to Cozy tonight because we've got the St. Joe Bears game starts at pregame is at 6:30 and then the game itself at 7 o'clock.
Okay.
So that's going to be heard here on WSJM. The Tigers, their pregame show starts about 7:45. And so you can hear that over on Cozy and then the first pitch and all that. But then after the St. Joe Bears game, after you're done listening to the game here on WSJM, then we're going to switch it back to the Tigers.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah. So anywhere you go, we're going to have your sports for you. Okay.
Right.
Feel good about that?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. And the Chicago Cubs, let's see, they are playing tomorrow because they went to a game 5 as well. Yeah. They're going to play tomorrow for the NLDS.
It's the Brewers
in Milwaukee. So Saturday's game. Okay. Oh, and Detroit Lions, they're playing on Sunday. Let's see, against Kansas City. News from the WSJM newsroom. A Niles man has been arrested in connection with racist graffiti found at a local barber shop earlier this year. Police say the vandalism was discovered on August 14th in the on a place called In the Cut Barbershop on Sycamore Street. Following an investigation, officers have now arrested a 63-year-old man, Timothy McDermott of Niles. He's charged with a felony hate crime and misdemeanor malicious destruction of property. McDermott was arraigned yesterday in Berrien County's 5th District Court. So, yeah, we'll bring.
What was?
Don't. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, we'll keep you up to date on that.
Some people are just miserable.
I tell you. Berrien County may soon sell a 36-acre piece of property that it owns in Three Oaks. The county relisted the Schwark Drainage District property. It's located at 6974 US 12. They
need a better name. That's probably the point. Anybody want to buy the Schwark property?
The Schwarks are
No.
very proud of that. They relisted it last month after first marketing it in February. They basically dropped the price. County Administrator Brian Doucette told commissioners Thursday an offer came in quickly after they did that.
The realtor working on behalf of the board has a buy-sell agreement. It will be considered next week by the Finance Committee with a corresponding resolution to move it to the full board.
The county bought the property in 2024. Basically, they were handed it after a failed residential development left it with over $500,000 in debt. Officials have been trying to sell the land to a developer interested in putting some new housing there. Administrator Doucette said the Three Oaks Village Council this week approved a letter of support for the pending sale, which will now be reviewed by the County Finance Committee next week. Other news, the Benton Harbor Department of Public Safety is getting new firefighting gear and training support through a couple of federal grants. City Clerk Tiffany Moore told the Public Safety and Public Works Committee this week the first grant for $109,000 will cover 22 new sets of protective equipment for firefighters.
This is a grant that they've tried to get for the last 5 years, and they finally got it. They did put $140,000 in the budget for that because they were going to have to purchase it regardless.
The city will contribute about $19,000 toward the total cost. Moore said in a second grant worth $124,000 that will fund training through Blue Card Command for local fire departments.
This is to provide regional fire department training. There are approximately 17 departments that will participate in this. And Blue Card is the company that will provide all of the instructor courses and licenses for that.
After the grant, the remaining $12,000 cost will be split among the 17 departments taking part. Committee Chair Ron Singleton said he's watched the fire department grow into a regional leader over the past decade and praised its progress. The Michigan Department of Natural Resources is celebrating a record year for its Hunters Feeding Michigan program, which collected more venison for food pantries in fiscal 2025 than ever before.
Wow.
More deer. Program specialist Joe Pressgrove says the effort began in 2005, asking deer hunters to donate their harvested meat.
Ever since then, it's been growing. In fiscal year 2025, we hit an all-time record at 140,000 pounds of ground venison, which was donated by hunters, and that's equivalent to about 560,000 servings.
Pressgrove says hunters participate for a variety of reasons.
One, they might want to help out their neighbors in need. Some might be trying to do a little deer management on their own property where they already filled their own freezer, filled their neighbor's freezer. Now they want to continue hunting to get more deer off their landscape, and then they give it to the Hunters Feeding Michigan program.
The donated venison is frozen for food pantries or served in soup kitchens all across 83 counties of Michigan. Since 2007, more than 3 million meals have been provided through the program, with processing costs covered by the state so hunters can donate at no charge.
Very cool.
In other words,
great idea.
Yeah, I mean, you take a deer, and if you want to donate it to this program, it helps go to the food kitchens.
And I know like certain farmers, you can get permits to harvest deer above just like a hunting permit.
Right.
So I'm sure at some point they've got more than they can handle, so they can donate it.
Absolutely. And I love that last part of it, the processing cost, because that's what gets you, right?
Yeah,
it adds
sure.
a significant amount to the fee. Processing costs covered by the state so hunters can donate at no charge. It basically saves them $1.
Right. For sure.
Ha, get it? Saves $1.
Doesn't save the buck.
By the way, that reminds me, I get here kind of early in the morning. I'm not afraid to tell people about that. Right. But no, I came into the parking spot on Wednesday this week.
Okay.
And as I'm swinging around to get into my parking spot,
right.
What do I see in my parking spot? Right next to my parking spot in the grass. A big old buck.
Really?
Yeah. I swear he had between 6 and 8 points.
Yeah.
I did my hunter eye really quick and I counted. It was like 8. It's got 8. Maybe more. No, but he was standing right there. He was probably 6 to 8 feet away from me. And as I was reaching for my smartphone to get a picture, he bolted.
Oh.
But yeah, that's the first time I've seen a buck in the parking lot. We've seen deer before, doe, and that kind of thing. But so be careful. They're out there. They're moving around. Okay. Save $1. I liked that because a male deer is $1.
Right. I got it.
Okay.
I know.
All right.
I knew that.
Money is also $1.
It is.
All right. 7:14. I'll stop. It's the WSJM morning show. We've got sports next.
Ian Happ's 3-run.
Save $1.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I was excited to tell you about that.
You How long did you think about that?
2 days.
Oh boy.
No. All right. Okay. So we were talking about good morning and welcome on the video live stream. Bernice is out there. Good morning, Bernice. Good to see you. Bill's
Diane's
out there. Diane's out there. Let's see who else. I know Teresa was there earlier. I know Stephanie's out there. Hello, Stephanie. Good morning. Okay. So walnuts. Let's talk about walnuts for a second. You had a story last hour. You were talking about from your personal experience.
Yes.
A doctor friend of yours came up with an amazing invention. Take all the walnuts, throw them in a cement mixer with rocks,
Right.
just like polishing stones.
Right.
You put an abrasive in there and it gets the husks off.
Yeah.
So I'm curious because Morton House Museum, as we talked about yesterday, they have a ton of walnuts in their yard, and the proprietor is trying to get rid of them.
Sure.
And so he said, "You want to come by, grab some walnuts, come to the yard, grab the walnuts, as many as you want, get them out of here."
Okay.
Because otherwise he has to pick them up.
Right. Yeah. No.
But to harvest walnuts, they say look for nuts with outer husks that are mostly green and beginning to split.
Mm-hmm.
If they're beginning to split, that indicates that they're mature. Collect the nuts from the ground or knock them from the tree using a stick. This is AI, by the way, so take it with a grain of salt. Using a stick or shaking the branches. They say wear gloves to avoid the staining from the walnut husks. When to do it? Late summer and early fall. Indicators of maturity. The husks will transition from green to that black-brown, and they may already be split or falling off. I assume it's a lot easier to get the husks off when they've kind of turned that blackish brown.
Yes, it is, but it also is a lot messier.
Oh, okay. Because they've kind of degraded.
Yeah, and they're all.
slimy.
The brown is that's why you got to wear gloves because.
Okay,
and
that's
green. You can handle them.
Yeah,
and not get stains in your hands until you bust it open. But
okay, let's see. Ooh. AI says for nut gathering tools, consider using a nut wizard.
What is a nut wizard?
A nut wizard is a long-handled tool with a barrel-like end to efficiently gather fallen nuts from the ground. I don't know. Nut wizard.
Nut wizard.
You're afraid to Google it, aren't you?
No, I'm going to look it
up. Okay, look it up. Just don't look at the images. After you gather your nuts, remove the husks. Once collected, it's time to remove the husks. The juice from the husks can cause serious stain on skin and other surfaces. You have to cure the nuts. Spread the husked nuts in the sun for about a week to cure and dry them slightly.
There you go.
So as long as there's no rain in the forecast, you can do it outside. Otherwise, I don't know.
Gotta do it in the garage.
Do it in the oven or something like that.
So you can actually get a nut wizard on Amazon.
Really?
Yeah.
What does it look like?
It's a long stick.
Yeah.
And then it has like a these anyhow have like a ball on it.
Oh, okay.
And so with openings,
So it's like a golf ball pickup thing.
Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah, and it just picks them up.
Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay. So get the nut wizard and then cure your nuts.
Just make sure that you don't get a personalized license plate that says Nut Wizard.
Will the state approve that, you think? Nut Wizard. I love that. Store the nuts. After curing the walnuts, store them in a cool, dry place, and then crack and eat. For immediate use, you can crack the nuts open and remove the kernel.
Remember in Seinfeld when Kramer got the license plate Ass Man?
Yes.
He was a proctologist. He stole it from a proctologist, personal license plate.
That was hilarious. Let's see. So the tips and precautions, again, wear gloves. As Mike has testified, the dark juice from the walnuts, the husks can stain your hands, your clothes for a very long time.
Yeah.
Act quickly. Gather the nuts promptly after they fall to prevent mold and competition with squirrels.
Yeah, you're going to be out there wrestling squirrels for sure.
And then before investing a lot of time, crack a few nuts to ensure the kernels are full and not rotten. Nothing worse than a rotten walnut.
Yeah.
All right, we've got weather forecast coming up next.
Partly sunny skies today. We'll see increasing clouds as the day goes on and a chance of a few rain showers this afternoon and this evening. Highs today right around 67. We'll drop down to 48 tonight with a few scattered showers. And then tomorrow, some rain showers off and on near the lakeshore. Otherwise, partly sunny and a high of 65. I'm Chief Meteorologist Carrie Peugeot.
The Morning Show with Ken and Friends on 94.9 WSJM.
It's 7:20. It's the WSJM morning show. So far this morning on the video live stream, which good morning, Anna. Thank you for the good morning wishes. Good morning, Bernice. Good morning, Diane. Good morning, Bill. Good morning, others.
Like romper room.
It's like romper room. I see my friends.
I see Anna. I see Bill.
Yeah. We were talking on the video live stream so far this morning. We had a movie idea, Interstellar Santa, because Three Eye Atlas is probably not just a comet. It's probably Santa's workshop up there. He's taking it into space. Yeah. So there's that. That's just a fabrication. It's fiction. This is not true.
Could be true.
Well, anyway, we've talked about walnuts, and we just got done going through all the pre-harvest, harvest, and post-harvest steps for walnuts, if you want to, because this is the time of the year that they're all over the place. And as we heard yesterday from the Morton House Museum, Chuck Yeager there said they've got a ton of them in the lawn this year. So if you need walnuts, go get them for free. Yeah,
Chuck's such a good guy.
Isn't he great?
He is.
Yeah, he's one. Somebody weighed in on the video live stream. My favorite history teacher.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, other trees are dropping their nuts as well. Squirrels. You had some interesting factoids about squirrels who are digging up our yards and being pests.
Right. So, this time of year, they're getting acorns. So they're especially in my backyard, they're out there burying nuts everywhere. Yeah. So I looked up last year to find out, how do they remember where they bury their nuts?
Yeah, right? Because I don't see little flags out there, and I'm pretty sure they don't have a little map or an Excel spreadsheet.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No little meter to find their nuts.
Beep, beep, beep.
So come to find out, they forget 50 to 80% of the nuts they bury.
50 to 80% they forget?
They forget where they buried them. But now they've planted them.
Yeah.
So
now I've got an oak tree growing in my backyard.
Exactly. It's because this year I had all kinds of oak trees, because last year was a big acorn year, and the squirrels were burying nuts all over the backyard. Then they sleep, then they wake up, and they're like, I don't remember where I buried my nuts.
Man, squirrels.
Yeah.
Bane of our existence. We've had one squirrel, I think it's a little red squirrel in our backyard.
Oh, yeah.
Every day around 4 p.m., same time as Russell gets fed, he just starts making a racket you wouldn't believe.
Yeah.
And you go out there to look. Is he in distress? Is he fighting with another squirrel?
Noisy.
No, he's just sitting there making noise. Yeah. He's just laying on a tree branch going, yeah.
So this year we kind of migrated to we got the little red squirrels, and then we had a big crop of black squirrels and they had babies. We had little ones, we had big ones.
Yeah.
Now we have a big gray squirrel that showed up,
Oh.
and he is running the neighborhood. So when
He's connected.
he is. So if I put something out, if there's corn out or anything like that, and he comes down to get, everybody else gets out of the way.
No kidding.
Yeah.
He's a grumpy squirrel.
He is, and he's big too. So
that's something. That's interesting. No, we primarily have the red squirrels. We've got a few of the black squirrels. I've seen one or two gray squirrels at the park down the way.
Yeah.
With beautiful tails.
Oh yeah.
Beautiful tails. Okay. It's the WSJM morning show. I'm Ken Lundberg. Mike Weibel's over there. We need to talk about pumpkins at some point, but I know a lot of you are at the edge of your seat waiting to understand and learn more about the Nobel Peace Prize and who it went to this year.
Oh yeah.
It did not go to President Donald Trump.
No.
There was somebody was telling me yesterday who was looking at one of those sites that basically puts the odds out on things so that you can bet on anything. And they said the odds of President Trump getting the Nobel Peace Prize today was about 6%. 6%. And
a long shot.
Yeah, it was a long shot. And in fact, he has not received the Nobel Peace Prize today. Venezuelan opposition leader Maria Corina Machado won the Nobel Peace Prize today for promoting what they say democratic rights in her country and her struggle to achieve a transition to democracy. Machado, 58-year-old industrial engineer who lives in hiding, was blocked in 2024 by Venezuela's courts from running for president and thus challenging President Nicolas Maduro, who's been in power since 2013. Venezuela has had some issues. They still have issues.
Yeah.
And we're basically blowing up people who are coming from Venezuela with their drug shipments, taking their boats out. So the Nobel Peace Prize Committee said when authoritarians seize power, it's crucial to recognize courageous defenders of freedom who rise and resist. That's what they said in their citation. Doesn't that sound a little bit like they're sending a double message there?
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, the lead up to this year's award has been dominated by President Donald Trump's repeated public statements that he should win the Nobel Peace Prize. The committee took its final decision before a ceasefire and hostage deal under the first phase of the president's initiative to end the war in Gaza was announced on Wednesday. I think in January they stopped taking nominations.
Yeah.
Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, Israel, had nominated President Trump
Right.
for this. So ahead of the Nobel announcement, experts on the award had also said that the president was unlikely to win, as his policies were seen as dismantling the international world order that the Nobel Committee cherishes. So there you go. The Nobel Peace Prize is 11 million Swedish crowns.
Oh,
Any guesses?
No.
US dollars? 1.2 million.
oh, not
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, that's $1 million. It's due to be presented in Oslo on December 10th, the anniversary of the death of Swedish industrialist Alfred Nobel, who founded the awards in his will of 1895.
Interesting.
Yeah, there you go. $1 million. Yeah, they've apparently adjusted for inflation because it's now $1.2 million.
Oh,
Let's see. Well, a special note: if you are looking for something to see as far as a performance goes, we have a special message and a special opportunity from the Twin City Players.
Oh, what is it?
They are, and every time I see this, I think, why did I do Baskerville? Ken Ludwig's Baskerville, a Sherlock Holmes mystery, is starting next week. And it starts on Friday and it runs through November 2nd. And we have tickets to give away. And so if you're interested in getting those tickets, go to WSJM.com and you can either click on the post, it's Ken Ludwig's Baskerville, a Sherlock Holmes mystery, or just go to contests. There's the drop down for contests. And you can enter to win a pair of tickets to see this performance. It's described as a fast-paced, murderously funny take on the classic Hounds of Baskerville. You can catch it again October 17th through November 2nd at the Twin City Players Playhouse. Friday and Saturday nights, it starts at 7:30. Sundays, they have a matinee at 2 p.m. It's Sherlock, it's Watson, it's over 40 characters played by just 5 actors.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of work.
That's a lot of wardrobe change. Winners will get to choose the dates for their tickets. All you have to do, though, is enter to win. You can't win unless you enter. So go to WSJM.com, Twin City Players, Ken Ludwig's Baskerville, a Sherlock Holmes mystery. I talked with Johnny Reinhardt about it a little bit. He says Ken Ludwig's materials, epic, right? They're very funny. It's very funny performances. And so this one was one that he wrote, again, taking off for Sherlock Holmes, Hounds of Baskerville. So Baskerville, a Sherlock Holmes mystery at the Twin City Players Playhouse. So there you go.
So does Johnny do stuff with the Twin City Players? Like, how does Johnny know what?
I don't know. He's in that community.
Oh, gotcha.
He's in that community. I don't think he does stuff with the Twin City Players, though. So you could ask him. I don't know. 7:28 WSJM Morning Show continues. I'm Ken Lundberg. Mike Weibel is here with me. Let's see. You want to do a health story?
Yeah, let's do that.
This one's going to make us cringe.
Ooh.
Yeah. You ready?
Ready.
Because we were talking about walnuts earlier. Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. expanded his crusade against using Tylenol with a warning. Boys who were circumcised were twice as likely to be diagnosed with autism later.
What?
Yeah, I know. So what he has said, there are 2 studies that show children who are, this is from Robert F. Kennedy Jr. There are 2 studies that show children who are circumcised early have double the rate of autism. That's what he said October 9th at President Donald Trump's cabinet meeting. It's highly likely because they're given Tylenol.
Oh.
I don't follow the. Anyway, the scientific method has something to say.
Right.
Kennedy and Trump set off a political firestorm in September, you remember, when they urged pregnant women not to take Tylenol because of the unproven risk that its active ingredient, acetaminophen, increases the risk of autism. The recommendation is still contentious. Tylenol's manufacturer has said it continues to evaluate scientific studies, but so far has found no causal link between acetaminophen use during pregnancy and fetal development issues. Acetaminophen is commonly used by pregnant women who are already advised by the FDA not to use ibuprofen after 20 weeks of pregnancy. The Society for Maternal Fetal Medicine and the American College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists both endorsed using acetaminophen during pregnancy in their statements in September last month. But the president has called on Kennedy during a cabinet meeting focused on peace negotiations in the Middle East to talk a little bit more about the Tylenol and reinforce some of those warnings. So again, talking about it in terms of circumcision and for boys who are still infants,
Right.
and Tylenol use after that, they're saying, well, there could be a link to autism there too.
So again, there's a difference between correlation and causation.
Correct.
So just because they got circumcised, the key is with him is Tylenol, not the snipping.
The common thread is still the Tylenol,
Right.
not the snipping, but there it is.
There it is.
There it is. All right.
I thought maybe it was going to be tied to trauma or something.
Well, I mean, again, scientific method. I trust the researchers,
Yeah, right.
because they have a very rigorous way of going through, rather than saying, crime goes up in the summer because of ice cream sales. Because we know ice cream sales go up in the summertime.
Right.
Does that mean ice cream sales cause crime? No. So, just an opinion there.
Yeah, exactly.
7:31. It's the WSJM morning
Just our
show.
opinion.
We've got more to talk about. Matlock. There's a cast member of the new Matlock program who's getting written out of the show right away because of crime.
Oh.
Yeah. So we'll talk about that on the video live stream here in a moment on WSJM.
Would you call?
Okay. Yeah. Matlock. This is not good. It wasn't Kathy Bates.
No, good.
It's not
good.
Kathy
That
Bates.
kind of mess things up.
Actor David Del Rio. I think you'd recognize him if you saw him. If
I'm
you
gonna
don't,
look him up.
yeah, David Del Rio of Matlock, the TV show Matlock, has been abruptly booted off the show following reports of an alleged sexual assault.
Oh.
Yeah, CBS has confirmed the news of Del Rio's departure, but declined to comment further on reports of the sexual misconduct reported by both Deadline and Variety outlets. The outlets reported a female co-star was actually involved. So this is not good. A source tells USA Today the actor's exit occurred after CBS Studios was alerted to the incident involving Del Rio, which involved an investigation into the matter. Del Rio plays attorney Billy Martinez in that series and was allegedly escorted off the set of Matlock last week following an internal investigation. I mean, this is like real-time stuff.
Oh, wow.
I mean, how ironic. You're filming Matlock.
Right. And you get detected.
And then all of a sudden, somebody, security presumably,
Right.
comes and says, come on, let's go.
So I was listening to a podcast the other day talking about how, like, when you got this like big CEO of a company, like the Coldplay thing.
Right.
And he's there with his girlfriend, mistress, whatever. Like, and you think, how do they get to be a CEO and then do something so stupid? Right.
Yeah.
And they say that there is when a man starts to get infatuated with a woman, there's an oxytocin dump in your brain.
Oh.
And so as they're in this relationship that's all exciting and everything, they actually get almost like a fog.
Whoa.
And they said that that's why you have these extremely successful, bright people who do like something really stupid. And you're like, how are they so stupid? It's because their brain is fogging them over and they just yeah.
Can you imagine if we didn't have that reaction?
Right.
If you're a titan of industry,
right,
and you don't care.
Exactly. Not one bit.
Not one bit. Yeah.
So then it becomes a psychopath.
So it's Mother Nature's way of preventing psychopaths.
Right.
Of kind of stopping it a little bit. Hey, back off.
Have you heard the test? This is supposedly was a tried and true test in prisons on whether somebody is a socio or psychopath.
Really? No, I have not heard of this
So
test.
it's a story. And so you ask somebody the story and you say to them, so there's a funeral.
Okay.
And there's a guy.
Wait, are you testing me?
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's a guy at the funeral who walks up to the casket for the viewing.
Okay.
And walks up and sees a woman laying in the casket.
Yeah.
While he's there, he catches the eye of another lady.
Okay.
He looks at her. They have a moment.
Yeah.
It's a glance.
Yeah.
Come to find out, that is the daughter of the woman that's laying in the casket.
Oh, okay.
So later on, that man kills her father.
Kills the daughter's father.
Right.
Okay. The widower of
Right.
the woman in the casket.
Why,
Okay.
Why did he do that?
Oh, why did he kill? I don't know. Why?
Well,
Did they fail?
if you're, yeah, you did.
Oh, okay.
So if you're a sociopath, you would say so he could see her again,
So he could see who again?
the daughter,
Oh,
because they exchanged a glance.
so he could date the daughter?
Yeah. So
Oh.
he kills the father, so
Why would you kill the father?
you could see her again.
Oh.
But a psychopath,
Oh, I get it.
a psychopath
okay.
doesn't think there's a problem with that. They totally like, why would you do that? Oh, because he wanted to see her again. And they said that's just the way their brain works. I mean, they just don't see a problem with that at all.
Oh, so he could date the daughter.
So you'd be like, hey,
because
but if-
because presumably the there would be another funeral,
right.
and the daughter would be there. It's like, oh
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
How am I going to meet her again? I could do dating sites. I could find her. Oh no, I could just kill
I
her.
feel like I
dad.
passed the test.
Yeah. You're not. You're not unhinged. But if anybody's listening and
Yeah.
you thought, oh yeah, that makes
So
complete
you could date the
sense.
daughter.
Yeah. Then
Oh.
yeah, you're a psychopath.
Now I have to think about, yeah, okay. All right. Del Rio, closing the story on that one. Del Rio's representatives did not respond to a request for comment from media outlets. Apparently the media reports, they have not confirmed the identity of the person accusing him of the alleged sexual assault. His character will be written out of the series for future episodes. According to sources, the first half of the season has already been filmed. It's set to premiere this Sunday. This Sunday. Production for the second half will begin after a pre-planned hiatus in October and November, unrelated to Del Rio's exit. So I have not. Diane said, "Do you like the new Matlock?" I have not watched it, but I want to because I've loved that series.
Yeah. And I think she's it's a great flip on the whole story is
Kathy Bates.
yeah, put Kathy Bates in there.
Yeah. Okay. Did they explain it? I mean, or
I
did they
now
just
watched it?
Oh.
I just when I saw the ad, I was like, oh, Kathy Bates. Oh, that's
Okay.
a good idea.
All right. Okay. Gonna get back. We've got the Bloomberg Market Minute. It's the WSJM Morning Show.
With their signature bright pink packaging are a favorite of Cardi B and just about every kid with a TikTok account. Revenue for the parent company has more than doubled since 2022. Courtney Donahoe, Bloomberg Radio.
The Morning Show with Ken Lundberg on WSJM.
The Morning Show. Hello.
Morning show with Ken Lumber.
You could be on the radio.
I could be.
Yeah. And friends. Ken and friends.
Ken
And my
friends.
and my friend this morning is Mike Weibel. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning, Ken.
It's good to see you. 7:30.
Good morning, Ken.
7:37. It's the WSJM Morning Show.
Morning show.
Friday, October 10th.
October 10th.
Temperature outside right now is 45 degrees. There's an echo in here. 47 in St. Joseph, 46 in South Haven, 42 degrees in Dowagiac, and 41 in Niles.
41 in
41 in Niles. We need to talk about pumpkins, big pumpkins.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll talk about that coming up here in just a couple of moments. First off, though, weather forecast for today. If you're interested, when the sun comes up, we'll have partly sunny skies.
Woohoo.
Yeah, sunshine. There is a 30% chance of showers late in the day. High around high around 67 degrees today.
Oh.
Yeah, but gusty winds. Yeah, out of the south up to 20 miles per hour. Tonight's forecast, mostly cloudy, a 30% chance of showers, a low of 48. Tomorrow, Saturday, is going to be a partly sunny day, a 20% chance of showers again, a high around 65, and winds light out of the north, 5 to 10 miles per hour. So it's going to be a little chilly. A little chilly. The Sunday's forecast, mostly sunny and a high of 68. We're going to keep that into the next week as well. Monday is going to be a mostly sunny day and a high around 74 degrees. We've got more news right now, the latest world and national news from ABC. Our sports is coming up after a couple of checks of other news.
ABC News, I'm Brian Clark. The Gaza war a step closer to an end. The first phase of a ceasefire agreement is now in effect, says ABC's Mary Bruce at the White House.
This morning, joy and relief as a ceasefire is now in effect, paving the way for the remaining hostages to be released early next week after being held by Hamas for more than 2 years. In Gaza, thousands seen heading north back to Gaza City, just moments after the ceasefire was made official.
No Nobel Peace Prize, though, for President Trump. It's awarded to Venezuelan opposition leader Maria Corina Machado. No pay for U.S. military members October 15th if the government shutdown's not resolved by then. And the Senate left Washington Thursday without passing a funding bill. U.S. troops have never missed a paycheck because of a shutdown. New York Attorney General Letitia James called bank fraud and false statement charges against her baseless and accused President Trump, who pushed for those charges, of weaponization. This is ABC News.
WSJM News Now. Team coverage from the WSJM Newsroom on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
740 WSJM Morning Show continues. I'm Ken Lundberg. Some of the news stories that we'll bring you just after 8 o'clock from the WSJM Newsroom. The federal government shutdown now in its 10th day. No sign of a deal to reopen agencies or pay furloughed workers beyond mid-month. The Senate on Thursday again rejecting both Republican and Democrat funding plans. Our own Michigan Republican congressional delegation sending a letter to the senators of Michigan saying, hey, drop your petty politics and approve the Republican plan. That didn't go over well. No. So we'll talk a little bit more about that. That's coming up just after 8 o'clock. Berrien County's Transit Committee will meet later this month, BCAT, to discuss the creation of a new regional transportation system. This after the Michigan Department of Transportation said it's basically going to cut off funding for Takata next year. Yeah.
Takata.
Yeah, so we'll talk about that. And then also Berrien County commissioners are reviewing the details of Michigan's new state budget. Some good news, some not so good news. We'll talk about it. It's all coming up just after 8 o'clock. By the way, did you hear the story that we were talking about yesterday? The Michigan cannabis growers and retailers, the industry association, is suing the state of Michigan for that 24% tax on wholesale marijuana that they're putting in place.
Right.
It starts January 1, 2026. So they filed a lawsuit saying it's unconstitutional. It didn't have the right number of votes to get passed. But the revenue estimates, did you see this? Did you hear this?
Yeah.
The revenue estimates, $420 million.
Yeah.
420?
420.
For people who know the marijuana culture, or at least news people who understand what people talk about sometimes, 420 is a slang for, it's time for a doobie or something like that.
Right.
So what state lawmaker was so cute and coy that they're, let's see, what kind of tax increase would it take to get this to 420 million?
Right. 23%? No.
Yeah. 25%? No. 24.5%? No. Yeah. So anyway, so they're having fun, but we'll see. We'll continue to follow that. We've reached out, as we reported yesterday, to local retailers of the cannabis industry. They say we're already facing a lot of financial issues, basically because of the competition.
Right. Oh, sure.
And this 24% tax
is a lot of people out of business.
It's going to put a lot of people out of business. Part of that is because then you're almost on par with what Illinois charges.
Right.
And so those who are coming over from Illinois currently to avoid their high taxes no longer going to come over to Michigan.
Right.
And so you're going to see that drop in revenue. It's kind of like, hey, there's a goose that lays golden eggs. Let's go kill it.
Right.
I don't know.
Well, and then, like they said, it's just going to feed the black market. You're just going to see a resurgence of the black market.
Well, in part because it's now legal for Michiganders to grow your own.
Right.
So if you're looking for some a side gig, there you go. There's an opportunity. 743 WSJM Morning Show. Our opinion only.
Our opinion only.
We'll be back in a moment. We've got sports with Dave
version
Wolf.
of our fruit stand.
A roadside
weed hut.
A roadside pothole.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got more coming up.
The Michigan News.
I mean, and again, I don't deal with any of that, but the 420 million. Come on.
Yeah.
Somebody's being cute.
Somebody thought that was funny.
And a 24% tax increase on one industry.
Yeah. That's just.
Were the lobbyists asleep? Did this just hit them by?
They were high.
Here, wait, look. It's 421. Let's go pass a new marijuana tax.
Yeah. What time should we pass the marijuana tax? Oh, probably
4:30.
Yeah. 4:30. They won't be around.
No, but so if you're getting a lot of your business, because let's be honest, a lot of the business in southern Michigan comes from Indiana.
Yeah.
A lot of the business in New Buffalo comes from Illinois.
Right.
And we've seen a boom in those areas of the retailers. And now they're going to get that the tax issue is going to reduce that traffic. And so an already challenged industry.
I have family that comes and visits from Chicago.
Yeah.
Strategically about every other month. And as they're sitting at the house talking, they're on their phones. And I'm like, hey, what are you doing? And they're like, we're putting our order in.
Oh,
So they come over here, stop, use the bathroom, hang out a little bit,
grab some food.
right? Hit the drive-through and go back to
Hey, you got any
Chicago.
Jelly Bellies?
Yeah, exactly. Doritos? You got Doritos?
Got any Fritos? Yeah, and so I mean, I
Well, I
think
guess I won't be seeing them anymore.
it does feel like, yeah, exactly. Yeah, now you'll know.
Right.
Now you know, were they coming over to see me?
Yeah.
Or
I know what they're coming for.
yeah,
And it wasn't me.
but it will be interesting. I still think that the data still needs to come in on the overall benefit for Michigan for having this.
Right.
Are we seeing any kind of negative effects? Are we seeing positive effects? I know the localities that have allowed the marijuana, they appreciate the extra money.
Sure.
Because you get a cut of you get a general cut off of how many establishments you allow, and then you get a cut off the overall sales. So anyway,
But again, you remember when they were going to do the lottery? I can remember when I was in school. I probably was elementary school.
I
when
do
they
not.
proposed the Michigan lottery.
Yeah.
And it was going to fund education.
Oh,
And
yeah,
they
yeah, yeah.
Came out with all these numbers about how much money was going to be created and all this stuff. And then within a couple of years, it was sort of like, oh, well, we took from the lottery fund and we spent it on this, we spent it on that. And before you know it, it's like 5% goes to education.
5%. Oh boy. Anyway. Okay. Well, that's the way it goes.
Mhm.
We need
Up
to
in smoke.
pot for potholes. We need to talk about the pumpkins. Let's start the pumpkins. Go.
Okay, go. So there's a world record pumpkin that has been raised this year.
Okay. World record pumpkin.
Yep, by twins, Stuart and Ian.
Oh.
Stuart and Ian live in Hampshire, England.
Okay. Oh, England.
England.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is the world record pumpkin.
Yeah, literally world record pumpkin.
And the people that grew it, England.
Stuart and Ian Ponton.
Okay.
Of Hampshire.
Hampshire.
So the pumpkin, get this.
Yeah.
2,819 pounds.
Wait,
819 pounds.
2,800 pound pumpkin.
Pumpkin.
Wow.
It has a circumference of over 21 feet.
That's incredible.
It's huge. That's just huge. 21 feet. And the thing weighs.
That's like a Volkswagen.
A ton and a half. Yeah.
A ton and a half. That, I mean, the circumference of a small car, I think Volkswagen Bug.
Right?
It's bigger than a Volkswagen Bug.
Yeah.
Wow.
How do you tote that thing around?
Do you? So you mentioned something off air about the seeds. Tell us about the seeds.
Oh, so I've got a brother-in-law who raises these large pumpkins,
Yeah.
not this big.
But does he do this because he wants to enter competitions and win? Does he enter competitions?
I don't think he enters competitions. I think he just does it because it's fun.
Fun.
Right? I guess.
It's better than watching paint dry, Mike.
It's a whole pumpkin subculture. And so then when they raise them, like they go,
Yeah.
people like this, they'll sell the seeds because now they raise this huge pumpkin.
Yeah.
People will buy the seeds. And so it's a whole subculture of people that are buying seeds, growing to sell the seeds. And if you go even like to Burpees and some of that, they have, giant pumpkin seeds. And, you can't eat, it's not like you're going to make 2,800 pounds of pumpkin
Pumpkin
pie.
pie.
Right?
Yum.
Yeah.
Can you eat? I wonder if you can eat those.
I would imagine not. I imagine they've got to be pretty, because they're all jacked up on fertilizer and
Oh,
steroids.
yeah. They're probably glowing at night.
Right.
The pumpkin patch
Oh,
has
right.
this little green glow to it.
What's that sound? It's the pumpkins.
Is that a nuclear power plant?
No, it's the pumpkins.
Okay. We've got to get our Moody on the Market update here in a couple of moments. So we'll do construction set for next year on the new Hickory Creek Park Pavilion.
How about Niles Avenue opening up? Where was the parade for that?
There should be. Well, they wanted to block off traffic for the parade. And we said, no. So it's back open now?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So yesterday,
Yeah.
my normal all the way around.
Yeah.
And then I was coming back. I'm like, wait, the cones are down.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So then I found like reasons to go up and down 2 more times. It was
I didn't go that way yesterday, but as I was coming up, I was coming down Napier going toward St. Joe. After you cross the bridge and go up the hill, I saw a bunch of signs stacked up on the side of the road, like road closed signs. And I thought, oh no, is this going to happen here on this street again?
Yeah, hope not.
Because that one just popped up a couple of times, no notice.
Right.
And then you had to find ways to get around it.
Yeah, but I was like, there should have been some type of ceremony.
Just wait until next year. Let's see.
It would have been really good for City of St. Joe to come up with a ceremony to cut the ribbon there, but they're too busy getting elected.
Hey now.
That's just my opinion.
Which reminds me, by the way,
Yes.
that we did do. If you're a St. Joseph voter and you want more information about where each of the 6 candidates for the 3 available seats,
Right,
where they are on the different issues, including parking, including development, we do have those videos from the WSJM morning show. We interviewed all 6 candidates. What were you going to say? You were smiling, like you thought it was funny.
I thought it was interesting to watch each one of those.
Yeah.
Because if you don't know what the difference is, it's easy to just be like, well, it doesn't make a difference. It makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
And there's really a big different just perspectives in those individuals on the parking issue, development. So
Yeah.
choose wisely.
Yeah, I think so. So we have all 6 interviews, and if you're just looking, if you're going to be a parking voter, Andrew Green went through all those interviews. Bless his soul, and took out the parking positions and put them all into one story that's posted at WSJM right now. So anyway,
Nice.
yeah. So the pumpkin seeds, do you think they're massive? Do they grow as big as like everything else with the pumpkin? Or are they
No.
just regular sized pumpkin
Yeah, I think
seeds?
they're just
That's
regular.
silly. I want bigger pumpkin seeds. I want huge
Like a
pumpkin.
big plate pumpkin seed.
Yeah, just like a plate-sized pumpkin seed, so that I can just roast one, and that's my snack today. Put a little salt
Like a
on
big
it.
piece of bread.
Yeah.
Dawn on it.
All right, be right back. It's WSJM Morning Show.
Increasing clouds as the day goes on, and a chance of a few rain showers this afternoon and this evening. Highs today right around 67. We'll drop down to 48 tonight with a few scattered showers. And then tomorrow, some rain showers off and on near the lakeshore, otherwise partly sunny and a high of 65. I'm Chief Meteorologist Carrie Peugeot.
The Morning Show with Ken Lundberg on WSJM.
7:51 WSJM Morning Show. Do you ever have like roasted seeds, like pumpkin seeds, or
Yeah.
do you like them spicy?
Yeah.
Yes, the spicy seeds are good.
Really good.
We were talking about giant pumpkins on the video live stream, and unfortunately, it sounds like giant pumpkins do not yield giant pumpkin seeds.
No.
They should. Can we grow that? Can we biologically engineer that or genetically modify
Probably could.
GMO pumpkins?
They're also going to have woolly mammoths.
we'll re-engineer the dire wolf.
Exactly.
Grow it inside of a pumpkin. Here's some food. All right, let's do our Moody on the Market update this hour. It's brought to you by Insurance Management Service. Call IMS today. They are your local auto owners insurance agency in St. Joseph and in Niles. Talking about construction set for next year on a new Hickory Creek Park pavilion. This is in Stevensville. The village of Stevensville is going to begin construction on a pavilion at Hickory Creek Park in the spring. The village announced this week on social media that Pearson Construction has been hired for the work. It'll cost about $337,000. The village in 2021 got a grant for this. They secured a grant of $150,000 for this project, a pavilion project, which it then grew with a fundraising campaign that brought the amount available up to $230,000. And then the village is going to cover the rest of the cost for this park.
Nice.
So this is, it's a cooperative. You've got the grant funding, you've got the village funding, and then you've got private, public citizens who want to see a park there, and they all put in.
Probably Watermark probably put in a good.
I'm sure. Yeah. Village manager Casey Dominguez told us last year the village doesn't currently have a facility like a pavilion that could be rented out for events. So they said, this is a great idea. We need to do it. The new one being built will include picnic tables, a kitchen area, 2 ADA approved restrooms, and ADA, Americans with Disabilities Act, parking spaces.
Nice.
Village leaders learned while drafting the current master plan that residents want a facility like this, and so they're doing it. So as we have our news stories about, hey, the city of blah 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 or the village of blah 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 is asking for public input on their next 5-year master plan. This is why that input is important,
Right, because they can make allotments for that.
and if they're listening, they act on it.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Wow. All right, if you want to read that story and find out more, just check it out. It's posted right now at moodyonthemarket.com. Moody on the Market update brought to you by Insurance Management Service. Call IMS today. They are your local auto owners insurance agency in St. Joseph and in Niles.
Rich Brand and Tara Halsey from Insurance Management Service.
I like that.
Yeah. Wow.
Are you a squirrel looking for the 50 to 80% of the nuts you lost?
So if we can do big pumpkin seeds, can we do even bigger walnuts? Then they have like a
Oh man,
walnut.
like a watermelon-sized walnut. You know,
Feed a
actually,
squirrel for a whole winter.
Elves, toy-making elves like walnuts. And so what's the best food to take with you when you're interstellar Santa? Giant
walnuts.
GMO walnuts.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, for those of you not aware, Mike and I were making up a movie at the beginning of this live
Interstellar
stream.
Santa.
Interstellar Santa. He's aboard Atlas 3i Atlas.
Well, 3i Atlas is now the new North Pole.
That's the new North Pole.
Too many people looking with drones and stuff at the North Pole. They had to take it in the air.
Do you think we could get Avi Loeb to buy into this piece of the theory?
Yeah, I think so.
I think we can do that. Avi Loeb is the Harvard astrophysicist who has come up with the theory that Atlas 3i Atlas is not just a comet. It's potentially and likely alien technology.
Well, and see, then again, the little green men are not aliens.
Right.
They're elves.
They're elves, and they're
Little
green
green
because
suits.
they ate GMO walnuts for the
That too,
trip.
That too.
I'm telling you, we get Zach Galifianakis for this show.
Oh.
He would be Santa.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that would be really
That'd
good.
be money.
We could have cameos.
Yeah.
I don't know what we would play though.
We'd play.
We'd be the ones struck by the asteroid.
Would be at the Stevensville New Pavilion
At
when
the
the
new
asteroid comes down. Ho, 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 crush.
That's so bad. All right. So I've got to do that. I've got to do that. Okay. Sorry. Just arranging some spots here so we get out on time. Sister Jean Dolores Schmidt has passed on.
Yeah.
The chaplain for the men's basketball team at Loyola Chicago, who became a celebrity, international celebrity during the school's run to the Final Four back in 2018, has passed. The university announced last night she was 106 years old. That's a long run.
That's a long one.
That's a long season.
Yeah.
That's a postseason.
That is a postseason.
Health issues caused Sister Jean to step down from her role at the university in August.
Health issues. She's 106.
I know. She had this problem.
What? She's old.
She's old. Yeah, God rest her soul. In many roles at Loyola over the course of more than 60 years, Sister Jean was an invaluable source of wisdom and grace for generations of students, faculty, and staff. This is Loyola President Mark C. Reed said, "While we feel grief and sense of loss, there's great joy in her legacy. Her presence was a profound blessing for our entire community, and her spirit abides in thousands of lives. In her honor, we can aspire to share with others the love and compassion Sister Jean shared with us."
Nice.
So rest
Very
in peace.
nice. Yeah.
Very nice. Okay, let's see. I've got a piece to do here. All right, be right back. It's the WSJM Morning Show.
Person, grab yours now on Eventbrite. Come dance, laugh, and kick off the season right at the Inn at Harbor Shores.
Hi, it's Ken Lundberg with the WSJM Morning Show, taking just a moment to talk with you about community. One of the key ingredients to a healthy and vibrant community is people who give of themselves, whether it's time or resources. And if you've ever wondered about what keeps a community together, it's our neighbors across the street, down the road, across the county, because sometimes other neighbors need a helping hand. And that's where the United Way of Southwest Michigan comes in. United Way of Southwest Michigan works in Berrien, Cass, and Van Buren counties to create and sustain a united and resilient community where everyone contributes, belongs, and thrives. You can help. If you'd like, you can give, you can advocate, you can even volunteer. The mission of United Way of Southwest Michigan is to improve lives by mobilizing the caring power of communities to advance the common good. That's why the United Way works with area nonprofits, sharing your donations toward work in impact areas, keeping funds right here in our community so the impact stays in the community. They also hold organizations accountable for their work, checking on their goals, the use of funds, and the impact that they make. Want to learn more? Go to uwsm.org. That's uwsm.org. United Way of Southwest Michigan.
From the Pat Moody Studios, this is WSJM FM Benton Harbor, St. Joseph, a product of Midwest Family Marketing and Media. Proudly serving our community.
It's the WSJM Morning Show, 7:59 on Friday, October 10th. I'm Ken Lundberg. Here with me is Mike Weibel. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning, Ken.
Tigers, do or die tonight.
It's big.
It's a big game. It's game 5 of the
I'm feeling it,
ALDS.
though. I think we're going to do it.
Knock on wood. Man, oh
Those
man.
are wood bats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, and that's the important part. If they don't get the wood bats going like they
Right.
have, they've got Tarek Skubal on the mound though.
I know.
So that's going to be good. He's been doing great.
He has been.
He's been doing really good. And
He's
we're going to,
His contract is up this year, though.
oh, is that why? Okay.
Well, I hope we keep him.
It's 8:00.
Yeah.
From ABC News,